Alex Lifeson releases 2 new songs. Solo album to follow? Quite probably. Now, when people talk about underrated guitarists, Alex Lifeson is a name that always springs to my mind. Just to hold down being the guitarist in a 3-piece band for decades is pretty cool. To hold down that position in a band like Rush, to be endlessly inventive, to constantly come up with new ideas, new colours, new textures. Rush were that good because they had 3 main things going for them. They had the genius of Neil Peart, the genius of Geddy Lee, and the genius of Alex Lifeson. On June the 15th, 2021, we received the news that Alex has released 2 new solo pieces of music. Both are available to listen to on his new website. The link is in the description. Now, the Rush website has covered the band for years and covered it well. So Alex having his own website says to me he's definitely planning a new solo album and a solo career. Now, the other thing is when you go on that website, the 2 new tracks are listed under the heading Alex Lifeson by Alex Lifeson. And I'm sure that's going to be the title of his upcoming solo album. Also, in an interview with Make Weird Music earlier this year, Alex said that he and Andy Curran, another Canadian musician who incidentally plays bass on the 2 new tracks, have been working on a side project for at least 3-4 years, maybe longer. Talking about that project, Alex says he gets to explore different areas of guitar. Some of it is very atmospheric, some of it's funky, and some of it is hard and heavy. But it gives him the chance to delve into different sounds, different tones, trying to create guitar parts on guitar that don't sound anything like guitar. He adds also that he's got a ton of plugins, old guitar pedals, foot switches, and it's kind of fun to put all that together and just go for it. So let's have a look at those 2 new tracks. First up, Kabul Blues, which features Andy Curran, like we said, on bass and Alex on everything else. It opens with what sounds to my ears like one of those old guitar synths, and then we move in to a shuffling Arabic rhythm that recalls Robert Plant and Jimmy Page's No Quarter era. Enter Alex on guitar with some soulful, bluesy licks, and just listen to the feel. You could get 100 guitarists to play this track, but they wouldn't have that feel. Alex is also using a delay pedal. Now, if you're not really skilled at using that pedal, the whole thing can come over as a bloody mess. But here, it's in the hands or foot of a master. In come some wordless vocals, and it's almost an Arabic chant. And that weaves in and out of Alex's lead guitar. It's gorgeous call and response stuff. Track 2, Spy House. Now the opening riff immediately captures the sound of Randy California's Song for Laura from 1981. But whereas that song moved into a fast, frenetic boogie, Alex keeps the pace mid-tempo, adding layers of bass, drums, guitars and keyboards. The piece twists and turns like it's looking for direction. It keeps you guessing. We're never quite sure where it's going. 1 minute 33 seconds, in comes this bank of string synthesizers, and Alex takes the cue and surfs over the top of them with a beautiful rush of notes. It's absolutely superb, and I just love the invention here. Spy House seems to end far too quickly, and it feels like it gets cut short, so I'm hoping that it's just part of a much longer piece. And I'm also hoping that I'm right and these 2 tracks are just a prelude to a brand new solo album from Alex. In an ideal world, we get solo albums from Alex and Geddy and some sort of collaboration between the 2. But it's great to have Alex back. Thanks for listening. Please stay safe, stay well. Please give us a like for the video, and if you want to, please subscribe to the channel. It helps us grow and move forward in the future.